My name is Paul, and I'm the owner of Cassus Media Digital Marketing Solutions. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about scheduling software. So, a lot of you know Calendly, forget that. Acuity, screw that. And I'm going to show you how Google, which is almost free for the calendar function, is going to help you schedule appointments. So before we dive into this, let's talk about free Gmail accounts versus the Workspace accounts. So if I were to go to gmail.com and I was going to sign into my personal email account, if I can remember my password. Okay, we're going to verify. It's verifying. Yes, it's me. Okay. So you can see we have our Gmail account here. What we're gonna do is go to calendar.google.com. You can see we are in Google Calendar. So you see how here in appointment schedule it says premium. So we click that. And you can actually get you have to get a Google Workspace account. It forces you into that. So if you try the individual plan, the cost is $7.99 per month after the 14-day trial. So, and until October, I guess it's 20% off. We're recording this in September. So you have to have a Workspace account, at least the starter or the individual plan. So you can't do it in the free, and that I'm just doing this to prove to you that it can't be done in the free account. So let's get rid of these. Yes, I know. So what we're going to do is talk about the Workspace account, and you can see I have an upcoming meeting with this Dedora Bain person. And then another one with this Luke Zellen gentleman. But what we're going to talk about is how to set up the meeting once you have your Workspace account. So Calendly and Acuity, I think they're calendly.com. I can't remember. Let's see what their pricing is. They're $8 per seat per month. So, but that's just for scheduling. Workspace gives you all the Google products that are included in Workspace. And of course, when you need basic team features, these specific things might help you. But if you have users in your Workspace account, those are your team members, so they're included. And they're only, I think, $6 a person, so it's already cheaper. But going back to this, we can see, Calendly, and then Acuity is now owned by Squarespace. So, and their pricing falls at minimum $14 a month. So right there, we're already priced out. So for small businesses, this is very important. Cost is very important. You have to save every dollar. Well, scheduling is one of those things that could make or break a business. For hair salons, for lawn services, things like that, where people have to put a block in their digital calendar to come over or meet with you virtually, or you visit them and they're waiting for you to show up on site. Those are the types of things that the Calendly and Acuity softwares of the world do. But Google already has this figured out, and it's a lot cheaper, and it's just part of the Workspace individual plan. Not including the higher tier plans that they have. So if you want to know how to create an actual appointment, what you do is you go up here and you click create, and we're going to go down here. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. We're going to click appointment schedule. Okay, so over here on bookable appointment schedule, you're going to put your title. So we're going to put test meeting example. And then you set your settings. You want 30 minutes. We could leave the hours the same here. But you could set this to like if you're only available from noon to 5 every day. If you're available on Sundays, you can add that, or you can unavailable it for the whole day. So set your hours here, and then scheduling window. Scheduling window is start and end times. So if you're only available for like a specific period of time, for instance, if you're in a special kind of business where you visit a town and you say book your appointment with, let's say you're in fortune telling and you're a traveling fortune teller and somebody needs to book an appointment with you while you're in town, you could set it for a specific day range. They can book up to 60 days in advance by default, but you can change that to 100, 500. Won't work because you need up to a year, so 365. Minimum time, you could actually turn it off if you want. Change the date's availability. So indicate times you're available for specific dates. So like if you're on Christmas, you're like, I'm going to let people book me for 3 hours in the afternoon because I'm not doing anything. By all means, you can do that. And I would assume that's up to a year in advance as well. But no, you could do that way in advance. That's awesome. Anyway, booked appointment settings, which, by the way, this makes no sense because if you can only book up to a year in advance, why would you be able to change your date's availability? So maybe that is a flaw, but whatever. Who am I to judge Google, the great Google? Your buffer time. So this is a time between appointment slots. So basically, if someone books you from 1:30 to 2, and you put a buffer of 30 minutes, they have to wait until 2:30 to book you again. And you can see how I click that, and it spaces out those slots. Okay, maximum bookings per day for this particular appointment type is 4. Okay, and then you can change the color. So we did purple. It's going to go to purple. Click next. Booking page photo and name. It's going to default to your company, whatever you've put in Workspace. Location and conferencing. This is important. So Google prefers its own meeting platform. So you can do a Google Meet video. You can specify a meeting location if you're going to meet at like a coffee shop or something, or there's an event going on. You can just make it a phone call meeting and they have to provide their phone number, or you can specify this later or elsewhere online. And then description, your description here, booking form. Sorry about that. A booking form, you have to have your first name, last name, email address, but you can also have a phone number and then one custom item. So you can require the phone number and a custom item like what's your company name? If you're dealing with businesses, you can make it required and then add an item. Okay, and then if you want them to make sure they verify their email, because some people will just spam your calendar because they can, which I've never heard of that happening, but it's 2022 and this is being recorded, and you guys know things are a little crazy out there. And then finally, the booking confirmation and reminders. Both people get a confirmation email with a calendar invite automatically, and then an email reminder. You can turn that on, and then it's like, when do you want reminded about it? An hour before. That's usually my default, but you can also add like 10 minutes before or make it a day before and then save it. Okay, why did that zoom in? There we go. Oop. Okay, so now now if we look at appointment schedule, let's see, where did it go? I think I canceled it, but that's okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at one that we already created for Cassus Media for our new connection specialist. So when you share these appointments, you're going to go to share. You have two options. You can link it or embed it. So all appointment schedules, you can create multiple pages. We also have one for our free marketing consultations. But this one is for specifically new connection specialists who want to talk about our connection specialist program. So Google Meet video conferencing is turned on. We have a description. We have our booking form for the info we need and the Cassus Media calendar. What we've chosen to do is put an inline form on a pop-up on our website. So if you were to go to cassusmedia.com/connect, you'll come up with this page, and we have it set up so when they click this button, and this button is not the button that they provide. You can create a button with a pop-up, and then they get to format the width and length of that. We prefer ours done by the website builder. So book a call, and there you go. So this is our pop-up, and then you can see new connection specialists, can book a meeting when they want. So today is September 13th, 2022. They'll be able to book starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. All right, well, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can always email us by going up here and clicking Get Started, of course. And we'd be happy to talk to you. Or you can scroll down here, go to Contact Us, and it'll also pop up that form. We don't have a contact form because there's a lot of spam that comes through those, and it's just not really effective anymore. People like talking to people. So thanks, and have a great day.